wants to beat like the wings of the birds that rise from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to sigh like a chime that flies from a church on a breeze, to laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones in its way, to sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more.
I think we should be pleased with our efforts. Out of 28 postulants, 16 or 17 are ready to enter novitiate. Let's consider the doubtful ones again. There's Ermengarde.
Reverend Mother, there's no doubt about Ermengarde. The religious life is no place for the pious.
You mean the pretentiously pious Sister Berta. There's Christina. And there's Maria.
Well, after last night, there should be no doubt in the Reverend Mother's mind about Maria.
I gave her permission to leave the abbey for the day.
I told you, Sister Berthe.
Ave,
Reverend Mother, I brought Maria. She's waiting.
Sister Sophie, the mistress of the postulants and the mistress of the novices do not see eye to eye about Maria. How do you feel about her?
Oh, I love her very dearly. But she always seems to be in trouble, doesn't she?
Exactly what I say. She climbs a tree and scrapes her knee. Her dress has got to tear.
She waltzes on her way to mass and whistles on the stair.
And underneath her wimple she has curlers in her hair.
I've even heard her singing in the abbey.
She's always late for chapel.
Her penitence is real.
She's always late for everything except for every meal. I really hate to say it, but I bet it could be real. Maria's not in master to the abbey.
I'd like to say a word on behalf of
Say it, Sister Margareta.
Maria. Makes me laugh. How do you solve a problem like Maria?
How do you catch a cloud and pin it down?
How do you find a word with Maria?
Up the bridge and it's on the rise, up and down.
Many a thing you know you'd like to tell her. Many a thing she ought to understand.
But how do you make her stay and listen to all you say?
How do you keep away upon the sand?
Oh, how do you solve a problem like Maria?
How do you
When I'm with her, I'm confused, out of focus, I'm amused, and I never know exactly where I am.
Unpredictable as weather, she's as spicy as a feather. She's a doll, she's a demon, she's a lamb.
She'll a pestering pest, drive a hornet from his nest.
She could grow a whirling dervish shadow bomb.
She is gentle, she is wild, she's a riddle, she's a child, she's a headache, she's an angel, she's a girl.
think I should talk to Maria instead of about her. I am grateful to you all. Ave. Come here, Maria. Sit down. I want to talk to you.
Yes, about last night. Reverend Mother, I was on my knees most of the night because I was late. And after you'd been so kind and given me permission to leave.
It wasn't about your being late, Maria.
Well, I must have awakened half the abbey before Sister Margaret heard me and opened the gates.
Very few of us were asleep. We could only think that you had lost your way, and to be lost at night on that mountain.
Reverend Mother, I couldn't be lost on that mountain. That's my mountain. I was brought up on it. It was the mountain that brought me to you. When I was a little girl, I used to come down the mountain. And I'd climb a tree, I'd look over into your garden. I'd hear the sisters at work, and I'd hear them sing on the way to Vespers. Many a time I would come back down the hill in the dark, singing all the way. Oh, and that brings up another transgression. I was singing yesterday, and I was singing without your permission.
Maria, it is only here in the Abbey that we have a rule about singing.
Well, that's the hardest rule of all for me. Sister Margaret has always reminded me, but too late after I started singing.
And that day in the garden when you were singing at the top of your voice.
And Mother, it's that kind of song.
I came to the window, and when you saw me, you stopped.
It's been on my mind ever since.
It's been on my mind as well. I wish you hadn't stopped. I used to sing that song when I was a child, and I can't quite remember. Please.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
When the dog bites,
When the bee stings,
when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. We were singing at the top of our voices.
oh right, it's that kind of a song.
And singing it always makes me feel better. Mother, where did you learn that song?
I was brought up on the mountains myself. Maria, in spite of what you saw over the Abbey wall, you weren't prepared for the way we live, were you?
No, Mother, but
I pray and I try.
Tell me, what is the most important lesson you've learned here?
To find the will of God and to do it.
Even if it is hard to accept.
Even then.
Maria, the dress you wore when you came to us, is that still in the robing room?
Why, no, Mother. I'm sure it's been given to the poor. Sister Margaret said that when we enter the Abbey, our worldly clothes are given. Reverend Mother, why do you ask?
Maria, it seems to be the will of God that you leave us.
Leave? Leave here? Oh, Mother, please no.
For a while only.
Please don't send me away. This is what I want. This is my life.
But are you ready for it? Perhaps if you go out into the world again for a time, you will return to us knowing what we expect of you, and that we do expect.
I know what you expect, Mother, and I'll do it, I promise.
Maria.
If it is the will of God, where am I to go?
There is a family of 7 children. You like children, you're very good with them. They need a governess until September.
Until September?
Captain Von Trapp expects you this afternoon. He's a fine man, and a brave one. He was given the Maria Theresa Medal by the Emperor. It was for his heroism on the Adriatic.
A captain in the Navy? Mother, he'll be very strict.
You are not being sent to his battleship. God bless you, Maria.
Mother, may I have your permission to sing?
Yes, my child.
Brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things.
I was given permission to sing.
Brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Yes, sir?
I was calling the housekeeper and she didn't answer. Do you know why?
Sometimes she does not hear, sir.
I'm sorry, sir. I was answering the telephone. Good day, sir. We're happy to have you home again.
Why did the last governess leave?
Who knows? Should have said, I've had enough of this, and walked out.
Why? Was Louisa playing her tricks again? Putting toads in her bed?
Shouldn't complain of that, sir.
Well, there's another one coming today, and this one can't walk out.
Oh,
She's coming from the Nonberg Abbey with orders to stay until September.
I hope you'll be home for a time, sir.
Just until tomorrow. The telephone call wasn't from me.
No, sir, it was for Franz, but before you arrived, there was a call from Vienna, Frau Schrader. I have the number in the pantry.
I know the number. Oh, I shall be returning in about a month or so with some guests.
Yes, sir. Do you know how many, sir?
Just 2. Hear that, Violet?
Ah, and that's Violet.
And Frau Schrader.
So, who wants me on the telephone?
It was the post office. They have a telegram for you. It will be delivered at 7 o'clock.
Oh, 7 o'clock. That gives me 5 hours to be nervous.
With that scatterbrained boy delivering telegrams.
Well, that's one thing that people are saying. If Germany did take over Austria, we'd have efficiency.
Don't let the captain hear you say that. He never used to whistle for us when his wife was alive.
He's being the captain of a ship again.
I can't bear being whistled for. It's humiliating.
Oh, well, in the Imperial Navy, the bosun always whistle for us.
But I wasn't in the Imperial Navy.
Too bad. You would have made a fortune. And you will wait right here.
You are Fraulein.
Maria Rayner.
Now, Fraulein, that's your duties here. Would you mind stepping over there for just a moment? Before the children meet you, you will put on another dress.
I haven't any other dress. When we enter the area where the clothes are given to the poor.
What about this one?
Well, the poor didn't want this one.
This is what you would call a worldly dress.
It belonged to Lord's postulate. I would have made myself a dress, but I wasn't given time. I can make my own clothes, you know.
Good. I'll see that you are given some material. Today, if possible. Now, you will be in charge of my children. Now, from that, each morning will be spent in the classroom, and each afternoon they march. You will see to it that at all times they conduct themselves with decorum and orderliness. The first rule in this house is discipline.
Yes, sir.
This is your new governess, Fraulein Maria. When the sound of signals, you will repeat your name. You, Fraulein, will listen and learn their signals so that you can call them when you want them.
Liesel.
Friedrich.
Louisa.
Good.
Brigitta. Marta. Gretel.
Now, Fraulein, let's see how well you listen.
I won't have to whistle for them, Reverend Captain. What I mean is, I'll be with them all the time.
Not on all occasions. This is a large house and a large estate. They've been taught to only come when they hear the signals. Now, when I want you, this is what you will hear.
Oh, you won't have the trouble, sir, because I couldn't answer to a whistle.
It's nonsense. Everyone in this house answers to a whistle. I'll show you.
Yes, sir?
That is my orderly, my butler. The new governess, Fraulein Maria.
Yes, sir?
That is the executive officer, Frau Schmidt, the housekeeper. The new governess, Fraulein Maria. Please be sure to have her room ready.
Yes, sir.
Well, I shall leave you with the children now. You're in command.
Pardon me, sir. I don't know how to address you.
You will call me Captain.
Thank you, Captain. I forgot to return your whistle, Captain. I won't be needing it. Captain. Well, now that it's just us, would you tell me your names again and how old you are? Now you are?
I'm Liesel. I'm 16 years old and I don't need a governess.
Well, I'm glad you told me. We'll just be friends.
I'm Friedrich. I'm 14. I'm a boy.
A boy? Well, you're almost a man.
I'm Brigitta.
You never told me how old you are. Louisa.
I'm Brigitta. She's Louisa and she's 13 years old and you're smart.
I'm 9, and I think your dress is the ugliest one I ever saw.
Brigitte, you mustn't say a thing like that.
Why not? Don't you think it is?
If I did think so, I wouldn't say so. I'm Kurt. I'm 11. Almost.
Well, that's a nice age to be 11 almost.
I'm Marta, and I'm going to be 7 on Tuesday, and I'd like a pink parasol.
Well, pink is my favorite color, too. And you're Greta. You know, I'm going to tell you something. I've never been a governess before. How do I start?
You mean you don't know anything about being a governess?
No?
Well, the first thing you have to do is tell Father to mind his own business.
No, Louisa, don't. I like it.
What's in here?
Oh, my guitar.
What did you bring this for?
For when we all sing together.
We don't sing.
Well, of course you do. Everybody sings. What songs do you know?
We don't know any song.
You don't?
No.
Well, I know where to start. I'm going to teach you how to sing. Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. When you read, you begin with
A, B, C.
when you sing, you begin with do, re, mi, do, re, mi. The first 3 notes just happen to be do, re, mi, do, re, mi, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Come, I'll make it easier for you. Do, a deer, a female deer, re, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far, a long, long way to run. So I need a pulling thread, la, a note to follow, so tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do, oh, oh, oh. A deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far, a long way to run. So I need a pulling thread, la, a note to follow, so tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do. A deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far, a long, long way to run. So I need a pulling thread, la, a note to follow, so tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So do.
Is that what you all said? Do, re, mi, fa, so, and so on?
No, do, re, mi, fa, sol, and so on are only the tools we use to build a song. Once we have these notes in our heads, we can sing a million different tunes
How?
by mixing them together, like this. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. Now you try.
So,
do, la, fa, mi, do, re. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do. Now all together again. So, do, la, fa, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
But it doesn't mean anything.
So we put in words, one word for every note. When you know the notes to sing, you
3 notes on only 1 word.
Well, we do that sometimes. And all together, and when no one knows to sing, you can sing most anything. Dove, a deer, a female deer, red, a drop of golden sun. Me, I name, I call myself far a long way to run. So I need a pulling thread, love to follow song. See, a tree with yummy bread, that will bring us back to dawn.
Don't bring me
Fa,
so
fa,
ding dong dong ding
la, fa.
me ring do me so ring
Fa, fa, la,
ti ti do me so ring
fa, la,
ti ti do me so ring
la,
ti ti do me so ring
fa, fa, la,
ti ti do me so ring
la.
A deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name, I call myself, far, a long, long way to run.
so need a pulling thread,
Need a pulling thread,
a note to follow
a
song.
note to follow
Say
song.
a drink with jam and bread,
Gingerbread,
that will bring us back to dawn.
that will bring us back to
So ti la fa mi re. Do.
Good night, all.
Liesel,
Yes?
you don't have to say goodnight this early just because your father's home.
How did you know my father was home?
I have a way of knowing things.
You're wonderful.
Oh, no, I'm not, really.
Oh, yes, you are. I mean, how did you know just 2 days ago that you'd be here just at this time tonight with a telegram for Rollins?
Every year on this night, he always gets a birthday telegram from his sister.
You see, you are wonderful.
Can I come again tomorrow night?
Well, if you can't be sure you're going to have a telegram to deliver here by tomorrow night,
I could come here by mistake with a telegram for Colonel Schneider. He's here from Berlin, staying with the Gauleiter. But no one's supposed to know he's here. Don't tell your father.
why not?
Well, your father's pretty Austrian.
We're all Austrian.
Yes, well, some people think we ought to be German. I'm pretty mad at those who think otherwise. I'm getting ready to... Well, let's hope your father doesn't get into any trouble.
Don't worry about Father. He's decorated for bravery.
Yes, I know. I don't worry about him. The only one I worry about is his daughter.
Me? Why?
How old are you, Liesel?
16. What's wrong with that?
You wait, little girl, on an empty stage, for fate to turn the light on. Your life, little girl, is an empty page that men will want to write on.
To ride on.
You are 16, going on 17, baby, it's time to think. Better beware, be canny and careful, baby, you're on the brink. You are 16,
a new dress for you.
Oh, how nice of him. Even before it's made, this is the prettiest dress I've ever had. Oh, I hope the captain will like it, because I want to ask him for more material.
For?
Oh, not for me, for children, for playgrounds.
Von Trapp children never play.
But the children, they have to roll in the grass and climb trees. They build all the rocks and caves and...
The captain believes that the best form of exercise is to march. The children will continue to march. I hope you find your room comfortable.
Yes, thank you.
There will be new curtains for the windows in the alcove. They will be hung tomorrow.
But these curtains are very good.
There will be new curtains.
How long will the captain be away?
Who knows? Of course, he always has to come back every time he hires a new governess. Sometimes I think that the children get rid of their governess just so they can see their father.
Well, he must want to see them too.
Since his wife died, they remind him too much of her. Oh, I can take this. You won't be needing it.
Why not?
Captain won't have music.
He won't have music?
And he used to love music. I remember there were these wonderful evenings here. His wife would sing and he would play the violin or guitar. He's put all of that out of his life now.
So that's why he's the way he is. But to not have music, that's wrong for him and wrong for the children too.
Things will work out. They may marry before the summer's over.
Well, that would be great. You'd have a mother again.
It's going to rain. You better close your window.
Dear God, I now know that you have sent me here on a mission. I must help these children to love their new mother, prepare them to win her love so they will never want them to leave. And I pray that this becomes a happy family in thy sight. God bless the captain, God bless Liesel, and Friedrich, Lisa, Brigitte, Marta, and little Gretel. Oh, and what's the other name? Well, God bless what's his name. God bless Reverend Mother, Sister Margareta, and everyone down at Mount Vernon. And now, dear God, about Liesel. Help her to know that I'm her friend, and help her to tell me what she's known to me.
Are you going to tell me?
Help me to be understanding so that I may guide her in her footsteps. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen.
I was out taking a walk and somebody locked the doors earlier than usual. I saw that your window was open and You're not going to tell Father, are you?
Did you climb up the trellis to get up here?
That's how we always used to get in and play tricks on the governess. Louisa can climb with a toad in her hand.
Liesel, are you out walking all by yourself? No. If we wash this out tonight, nobody will notice it tomorrow. And this will just be between you and me. Here, you put this on. Take your dress in there and put the soap in the box. Whenever you're done, you can sit on the edge of my bed and we'll talk.
I told you today I didn't need a governess. Well, maybe I do.
Gretel, are you afraid? You're not afraid of thunderstorms, are you? Come up here. Where are the others?
They're asleep. They're not scared. Wait for me!
Oh, look. I'll log you on the bed. Now all we have to do is wait for the boys.
We won't see them. Boys are brave.
You boys weren't afraid of a thunderstorm, were you?
Oh, no. We just wanted to be sure you were.
Was it your turn, Peter?
Oh, no. It was Kurt's.
Kurt! That's the one I left out. God bless Kurt.
Why does it do that?
Well, the lightning says something to the thunder, and the thunder answers it back.
I wish it wouldn't answer so loud.
Well, maybe if we all sing loud enough, we won't hear them.
Yes, and that Violet is still on the telephone.
Frau Schrader.
Thank you.
Any sign of the children yet, Franz?
Not yet, sir.
Oh, Georg, those mountains. They're magnificent.
Yes, they're not like any other mountains, are they? They're friendly. You see that green stretch of wood over there? When the wind blows through it, it's like a restless sea.
And that sweet little village?
That's not a village, that's a town.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt its feelings.
It's fun being with you. You're quite the experience for me.
Well, you're quite the experience for me, too. You know, somewhere in you there's a fascinating man, and occasionally I get a glimpse of him. And when I do, it's exciting.
Exciting? I've never been called exciting before.
Georg, I'm beginning to understand you better now that I see you here. You know, you're a little like those mountains, except you keep moving. How can you be so far away from a place as much as you are?
Maybe I've been searching for a reason to come back.
Oh, Georg, I like it here very much.
Max can still be on the telephone. I know he's desperate for getting singers for the Salzburg Festival, but you like it here.
Oh, we'll have to spend some time in Vienna. After all, I have kind of estate to look after.
I thought that was a corporation now.
It is, and I'm the president.
You, president of a corporation.
I managed all of Heinrich's affairs before he died.
I couldn't see you sitting behind a desk.
Oh, of course, I wear business suit and I smoke a big cigar.
Excuse me, Captain. And if Violet would like his coffee now?
While he's telephoning.
He just finished.
Sorry I took so long.
Any luck?
How does this sound for the Salzburg Festival? The finest choral group in Austria, the greatest mixed quartet in all of Europe, and the best soprano in the world!
Max, that's something I'd love to hear.
So would I. All I hope to now is a basso who isn't even profundo.
Max, you always come up with a good festival concert.
And why? Because my motto is never start out looking for people you're going to wind up getting. That's why I've been telephoning Paris, Rome, Stockholm, and London.
On New York's telephone?
How else can I afford it? Why am I here?
I had hoped it was because you liked me.
Of course I like you. Why shouldn't I like you? You live like a king. You have an excellent wine cellar.
Max!
I like rich people. I like the way they live. I like the way I live when I'm around them. Speaking as a government official, Georg, is there a cathedral around here?
That's our abbey, Nonberg Abbey.
Do they have a choir?
A beautiful one.
Good. The next few days I'll visit all these towns around here and listen to their singer buds, choirs, and quartets.
You'll be here for meals, won't you?
Oh, yes. Oh, there's a town about that size, Waltzman, where I discovered the St. Ignatius Boys Choir. In 1930, they won the festival and toured all over the world.
Oh, yes. Whatever became of them?
By the time their voices changed, they're rich enough to live in America. Who lives in that dilapidated castle down there, Rumpelstiltskin?
They're in Elberfield, the oldest family in the valley.
Well, I'd like to meet them. I'd like to meet all of your friends, Georg. Why don't you give me a little dinner while I'm here? Nothing very much, just something lavish.
I wouldn't know whom to invite. Nowadays it's difficult to tell who's a friend and who's an enemy.
Now's not a good time to make enemies. Let's make some friends.
I can't understand what has happened to their children.
You're worried about them, are you?
They should have been here to welcome you.
Oh, it couldn't have been anything of an intentional slight. After all, they haven't met me.
Forgive me. I'll try to find them.
Elsa, have you made Georg's mind yet? Is he going to marry you?
Oh, yes. Well, he hasn't admitted it yet. There seems to be something standing in his way.
You don't know what it is?
No.
I do.
What?
You see, it's very simple. Money.
Money.
Yes, he's rich and you're rich and all the famous love affairs of lovers have to struggle. In Garrett's rooms away upstairs, the lovers starve and snuggle. The famous for misfortune which they seem to have no fear of. While lovers who are very rich you very seldom hear of.
Not a sign of them anywhere.
Now let us check, do you share with me? We do not flee from a mortgagee. Nary a care in the world have we.
How can love survive?
You're fond of bonds and you own a lot. I have a plane and a diesel yacht.
Plenty of nothing you haven't got.
How can love survive? No ride to us on top of a bus in the face of the freezing breezes.
Reach your goals in your comfy rolls or in one of your Mercedeses.
Far, very far off the beam are we, quaint and bizarre as a team are we. To
by our captains or games are we.
Will they go
What are you doing?
Oh, Captain, I don't see you. I mean, hi!
Who are you?
I'm here with the telegram for Herr Detweiler.
I'm Herr Detweiler.
You've delivered your telegram, now get out.
Oh, Georg, he's just a boy.
I am an Austrian. I will not be hired.
Yay, Jorg. Why do you look at things the way I do? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Just make sure it doesn't happen to you.
Max, it's a good thing you haven't had any character, because if you did, I'm convinced I'd hate you.
How could you hate me? I'm too lovable.
Herr Detweiler, there's a call for you. It's for...
I'll take it.
Straight line! Get cleaned up, get into your uniforms, and report back here. At once! Fraulein, where did they get these abominations? Out of a nightmare?
No, out of some curtains. The curtains that used to hang in my bedroom. There was plenty of wear left in them.
Just a moment. Do you mean to tell me the people of the valley have seen my children wearing old curtains?
Why, yes, they've become very popular. Everybody smiles at them.
I don't wonder.
They say, there goes Captain Von Trapp's children.
My children have always been a credit to my name.
The captain, they weren't. They were just unhappy little marching machines.
I don't care to hear from you about my children.
Well, you must hear from someone. You're at home long enough to know them.
Said I don't want to hear.
I know you don't, but you've got to. Now take Hazel. Hazel isn't a child anymore, and if you keep treating her as one, you're going to have a mutiny on your hands. And Friedrich's afraid to be himself. He's shy, he's aloof, and he needs your confidence. He needs you.
Tell me about my son.
Brigitte could tell you about him. She could tell you a lot of things if you got to know her. Because she notices things, and she always tells the truth, especially when you don't want to hear it. Kurt is sensitive, and he's easily hurt, and you ignore him. You brush him aside the way you do all of them. I haven't finished yet. And Louisa just wants to have a good time. You've just got to let her have a good time. Marta, I don't know about yet, but somebody has to find out about her. Oh, and little Gretel just wants to be loved. Captain, love them all. Love little girl, they need you.
Stop it. You will pack your things and return to the Abbey as soon as you can.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said those things, not in the way that I said them.
After you've gone, what's that?
Singing.
Who's singing?
Children,
My children singing?
I wanted them to sing the frustrated man. Oh, Georg, you must hear. With the sound of music, my heart.
I'd like you to show Frau Schrader the gardens.
Yes, show me the gardens. Oh, I'm sure I won't get your name right, but that's okay. I probably won't get your names right for a long time. My name is Martha.
It's not. My name's Martha.
You were right. I don't know my own children.
They're waiting to know you. They want so much to. After I'm gone.
No. I want you to stay.
If I can be of any help.
You've helped so much already. You brought music back to my home. I had forgotten. To laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones in its way to
Sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I go to the hills
when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing.
sun. Me a name I call myself, far a long way to run.
I came back to congratulate you. Thank you. The captain was really moved.
Yes, I think he was pleased. He's asked me to stay on with the children
Oh, you're staying on.
until September.
Until September?
And then I go back to the Abbey.
The Abbey?
I'm going to be a nun.
Oh, oh, how nice. Well, when you get back to the Abbey, think of us.
I'll pray for you.
No. Yes, just like that. Now you must do that to all the guests. Now come along, children. The party's started.
Will you fix my dress? We never had a party at our house before.
Oh yes, there used to be lots of parties here.
Friedrich and I used to sneak out and watch them from the top of the stairs.
Oh, I remember the music.
Once your father hired a gypsy orchestra all the way from Budapest.
Yes, they wore red coats.
Come along, children, and mind your own manners.
I remember the beautiful ladies and everybody dancing.
I remember one lady, the most beautiful of all. I think she was here all the time.
Yes, Lisa. Are we allowed to dance while the guests are dancing? Yes, of course. Remember what Fraulein Maria told us? Yes.
You have German blood, haven't you? I'm not German, I'm Austrian. There's going to be an Anschluss tomorrow. I warn you and everyone like you. That goes for a lovely.
It is much more pleasant on the terrace.
Frau Schrader's charming, Georg.
I hope she isn't ill.
No, just a headache. I'm on my way to get her right now. We'll find you two on the terrace.
Father, I don't think these people are having a very good time.
Half the people I invited aren't speaking to the other half.
Well, Father, maybe they're having a good time not speaking to each other.
Sir, Frau Schrader asked me to tell you that she will be joining you in a moment.
Thank you.
Oh, you remember it? Show me.
Kurt, I haven't danced.
Come, you said the left hand behind the back, right?
Okay. But first, the boy don't.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Kurt. Hello, Max. We're having a party.
Good. Tell your father it's sure to be a success. I'm here.
Max.
Elsa, without a doubt, you're the most beautiful corporation president in the entire world.
Thank you, Max.
Max, you're back.
Georg,
As usual, just in time for dinner.
did you really think you could throw a gala without me?
Oh dear, now we have an odd man.
A little odd, but charming.
Liesel. Come here. Run has asked Frau Schmidt to set 2 more places at the table. And I would like to see Fraulein Maria.
2 places?
We need another woman.
Who, Liesel?
No, she's much too young. I'll ask Maria.
You're not serious.
But of course,
She's a nursemaid.
I don't think of her that way.
I don't mind, but your friends, you can't ask them to dine with Maria.
Why not?
Elsa, tell him why not.
Max, can you change your memory?
Yes, Max. We could actually use you tonight.
Frau Schrader, they're talking about you out there.
Come on, Georg. I've been dodging these people for hours. Oh, Brigitte, have you seen your father anywhere?
Good evening, Fräulein Maria.
Good evening, Your Good Father. It's nice to see you again.
You're going to.
I knew it. Frau Schrader didn't have a headache. She was faking.
Brigitte, you shouldn't say things you don't know are true.
But I do know. I heard her tell Father that she had been dodging these people.
Well, that doesn't mean she didn't have a headache. Look, it's very important that your children like Frau Schrader.
I like her all right. Why is it important?
Well, I think she's going to be your new mother.
Oh, Fraulein. Father's never going to marry her. Why, he couldn't.
And why couldn't
Because he's in love with you.
Brigitte, now that's just the kind of
You must
thing.
know that.
No, Brigitte, no.
Remember the other night when we were all sitting on the floor singing the Edelweiss song Father taught us? And after we finished, you laughed at him for forgetting the words. He didn't forget the words. He just stopped singing to look at you. And when he speaks to you, the way his voice sounds.
No, Brigitte, no.
And just now when you were dancing, the way you looked at him, you're in love with him.
One more dance, Gretel, and then off to bed. Oh, Maria, you're not going to be having dinner with the children tonight. You're going to be eating down here with us.
But I can't.
Yes, it's all been arranged. You'll have to hurry, you'll have to change. And Maria, wear that dress you wore the other night when we were all singing. It was lovely. Soft and white.
Shall I announce dinner, Captain?
Oh, no, not yet. The children will want to say goodnight.
No, Elsa, not here.
Oh, please, Gaylord. Please, for me, the way that you did it for me was so sweet.
No, Elsa, not in front of strangers.
Please, Gaylord, for me.
Presto change.
Max, just in time. Children.
There's a sad sort of clanging from the clock in the hall, and the bells in the steeple too. And up in the nursery, an absurd little bird is popping out to say coo, 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 coo. Regretful coo tell us, but firmly do compel us to say goodbye to you. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. I hate to go and miss this pretty sight. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu.
Adieu, adieu, to your adieu.
So long, farewell, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. I'd like to stay and taste my first champagne. No?
No.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
I leave and heave a sigh and say goodbye, goodbye.
I'm glad to go, I cannot tell a lie. I've lived, I've float, I've flee, I fly. The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye,
Elsa, they're extraordinary.
Fräulein Maria, tell them to do it.
I've been looking all over Austria for something like this for the festival, and I find it here.
Oh, well, wait a minute, Max.
A singing group of 7 children in one family.
Max, Georg didn't even want them to perform in front of the guests tonight. I had to persuade him.
Then you have influence. You must convince me.
Max!
Elsa, this is important to Austria. It won't do me any harm.
Sister Sophia, take our new posture into the robing room. Bless you, my daughter.
Maria has asked to see you. It's taken a long time.
I waited until she wanted to come to me.
It's strange. She's happy to be here, but she's unhappy too.
Why did they send her back? Do you know?
She doesn't speak. She hasn't spoken except in prayer.
I shall see her.
Maria.
This must have been a trying experience for you.
It was, Reverend Mother.
Has it taught you anything?
I've learned that I never want to leave these walls again.
Why did they send you back to us?
They didn't send me back. I left. I left without telling them I was going. I left without saying goodbye.
Sit down, Maria. Maria, what happened? Why did you do this?
I was frightened.
Frightened?
I was confused. I've never felt that way before. But I knew that here I would be safe, that here I would be away from it.
Maria, our Abbey is not to be used as an escape. What is it you can't face?
I can't face him again.
Thank you, Sister Margareta. Maria, are you in love with Captain?
I don't know.
Tell me about it, my child.
Ricky just said that I was, and that her father was in love with me, and there we were looking at each other. I could hardly breathe.
But you do like him, Maria.
Oh, yes.
Did you let him see how you felt?
If I did, I didn't know that I did. That's what's been torturing me. I was there on God's errand. To have asked for the captain's love would have been wrong. I don't know, Mother, but I do know this. I'm ready at this very moment to accept the vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience.
Maria, the love between a man and a woman is holy too. The first time we talked, you told me that you remembered your mother and father before they died. Do you remember? Were they happy?
Yes, Mother, we were very happy.
You were born of their happiness, of their love. And, my child, you have a great capacity to love. What you must find out is, how does God want you to spend your love?
I've pledged my life to God. I've pledged my life to God's services.
Just because you love this man does not mean that you love God any less. You must find out. You must go back.
No, Mother, please, don't ask me to do that. Please let me stay here.
Maria, these walls were not made to shut out problems. You have to face them. You have to find the life that you were born to live.
How do I find it?
Look for it.
Now sing seriously. This will give us a key. That's nice, very nice. Except it's no good. Imagine that you're singing on a big concert hall.
What concert hall, Uncle Max?
Any concert hall. Maybe Calsburg Concert Hall, but a concert hall full of people. Now, once more. Gretel, why don't you sing loud?
Because I have a sore finger.
Now you can sing loud for Uncle Max. The other night you sang so beautifully with such spirit. Well, let's try again. They wanted to sing for me, the darlings, but they don't sing as well as they used to.
We need Fräulein Maria.
You do not need Fräulein Maria. You can sing just as well as me.
But I have experience with choirs, quartets, glee clubs.
Max, please. Now, what would you like to sing? Do, a deer, a female deer.
Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me and Ray.
We are not to mention Fräulein Maria.
Come on, Max. I feel like I'm for school.
That's just what I need. Is anyone using the car?
Now, what are you going to sing?
The hills are alive with the sound of music. With songs they have sung for 1,000 years. That is to my heart.
No. No, not that one. Louisa, did you play any of your tricks on Fräulein Maria?
Only those she liked and laughed at.
You didn't put toads in her bed.
No, Father.
Something must have happened. For her to get up and leave without even saying goodbye.
Is it Fräulein Maria coming back?
Oh, darling, I don't think so.
But she was the best governess we ever had.
You aren't going to have a governess anymore.
Oh, good.
I'm not sure that's good.
You're going to have a new mother.
A new mother?
Frau Schrader?
Yes. It was all decided last night. I'm very happy. Well, it's time for my afternoon walk.
You know, whenever Fräulein Maria wanted to feel better, she used to sing that song, remember? All right, let's try it.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper bag that just tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Why don't I feel better? Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white pendants that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog barks, when the bee sings, when I feel sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so
I missed you so much. I must find your father right away.
I'll go find him.
I'll go with you.
Gretel has her sore finger.
Oh, you remembered.
Liesel, are you all right?
Yes, Fräulein, I'm all right.
Many telegrams lately?
No, I'll be glad to go to boarding school now.
Liesel, you can't use boarding school to escape your problems. You have to face them. Oh, I have so much to tell you guys. We have a lot to tell you, too. Oh, I'm sure you have a great deal to tell me.
Well, I guess the most important thing is Father's going to be married.
Married?
To Frau Schrader.
Are you sure?
Yes, he just told us. He told us himself.
We found him!
Liesel.
Lisa, Brigitte, boys, hurry up in the nursery.
You've come back.
Yes, Captain.
You left without any reasonable
It was very
explanation
wrong
whatsoever.
of me. Forgive me.
Maria, why did you do this to us? Tell me.
Please don't ask me why. Anyways, the reason no longer exists.
Then you're back to stay.
Only until you can find arrangements for another governess.
No, the children have missed you. I've missed. Everybody's missed you. When you were away, nothing was the same. Everything was wrong. It's fine. We can talk later. You go up to the children now. And Maria, a new dress.
We have a new postulate. I know I might Max will find him and ask him ourselves.
I'll take your word for it, Elsa.
Settle this for Max and me, will you? How far down the mountain does your property go?
You see that stone wall over there? That's the property line.
You see?
I didn't argue about it.
I know. That makes me furious. I don't want to win that fight.
And then Violet, while you were gone, you had a long-distance call from Berlin.
Who could be calling from Berlin?
They said you know who it was.
Thank you, Franz. Georg, what were we talking about?
Max, this isn't your first call from Berlin.
Georg, you know I have no political conventions.
Let's not stir this up again. The Germans have promised not to invade Austria. Max knows that.
And why does he bother answering those calls from Berlin?
Because if they don't keep their promise, I want some friends among them.
Naturally.
You agree too.
Georg, this is the way I look at it. There was a man who was dying. They were giving him his last rites. They asked him, "Do you renounce the devil and all of his words?" And the man said, "At this moment, I prefer not to make any enemies."
Georg, if they were to invade us, would you defy them?
Yes.
Do you realize what might happen to you? To your property?
To your children.
To everyone important to you? To Elsa? To me?
Well, what would you do if they were to come?
What anyone with any sense would do. Just sit tight and wait for it to all blow over.
And you think it will?
But one thing is certain. Nothing you can do will make any difference.
Don't look so serious, darling. Take the world off your shoulders. Relax. You dear, attractive, dewy-eyed idealist. Today you have to learn to be a realist.
You may be bent on doing deeds of daring do, but up against a shark one cannot daring do.
Be wise, compromise.
Compromise and be wise.
Let them think you're on their side, be non-committal.
I will not bow my head to the man I despise.
You won't have to bow your head, just stoop a little.
Why not learn to put your faith beyond guidance on an obvious and simple fact of science? A crazy planet full of crazy people, somersaulting all around the sky. And every time it turns another somersault, another day goes by. And there's no way to stop it, no, there's no way to stop it. And I know, though I cannot tell you why. So I'm not going to worry, no, I'm not going to worry every time I see another day go by.
While somersaulting at a cockeyed angle, you make a cockeyed circle round the sun. And every time it turns another somersault, another year has run. And there's no way to stop it, no, there's no way to stop it. And I know, though I cannot tell you why. You're a fool if you worry, you're a fool if you worry over anything but little number one. That's you,
That's not
and I.
Me, that whole absorbing character.
that's
glowing planet, and every constellation in the sky revolves around the center of the universe, a lovely thing called I. And there's no way to stop it, and there's no way to stop it, and I know I cannot tell you why. Just as long as I'm living, just as long as I'm living, there'll be nothing else as wonderful as I. Nothing else as wonderful as me. On one thing alone we agree. Each one is important to himself, but you can't save yourself by giving up, and you can't outwit a lion by putting your head.
You're called from Berlin, sir?
Call him back.
Max.
Lion's mouth.
Max, you might as well take the call now.
Go. Go. Go.
Georg, I'm afraid I know what's going to happen here. Can't you see things my way?
No. Not if you're willing to see things their way.
There's one thing that you do here that we do in Vienna. Your mountains. I'm going to miss them. Oh, Captain, I beg your pardon. Maria! Oh, Georg didn't tell me that Fraulein Maria was back. I'm delighted. Thank you. Captain, the children would like to know if we could take a holiday from our lessons tomorrow so that we can have a picnic.
Yes, I don't mind.
Thank you, that would make them very happy. And may it be permitted to wish you happiness too, Frau Schrader. Captain, the children have told me you're going to be married. Oh. I'm afraid the children were mistaken. I have to get back to packing if I'm to get back to Vienna.
If you feel you must, I'll tell Franz to get the car back.
I can do that. Auf Wiedersehen, Georg. Goodbye, Maria. I'm sorry if I said something I shouldn't have said.
You didn't say the wrong thing, but you said it at the right time.
The children told me you were going to be married to Frau Schrader.
We found we couldn't go the same way. That door is shut.
Sister Margareta says that when God shuts a door,
I know. He opens a window. Maria, why did you run away to be happy? Why did you come back?
The mother abbess, she said, you have to find your life.
Often when you find it, you don't recognize it.
No.
Not at first. Then one day, one night, it suddenly stands before you.
Yes.
As I look at you now, I realize this isn't something that has just happened. It's something I've known deep inside of me for weeks. You've known it too. What told you?
Brigitte. She said that night when we were dancing.
She was quite right. That was no ordinary dance, was it?
No. It's quite different when you're all grown up, isn't it?
You were a very little girl. A very little boy at the kissing. That's quite different now, too.
It is? It is different.
Your whole life will be different now, Maria. I'll take you anywhere you wish to go, give you anything you want.
I don't wish to go anywhere else. Everything I could want is right here.
We ought to get those two together sometime. The mother Alice and Rebecca.
Close to me, to laugh and weep together, while time goes on its flight, to kiss you every morning and kiss you every night.
We'll meet our daily problems and rest when day is done. Our arms around each other in the fading sun. May Lord and Mary come across the hills we'll ride. Our arms around each other and our children by our side. Our arms around each other.
Maria, is there someone I must go to ask permission to marry?
Why don't we ask the children?
And here, the Von Trapp family singers. And here are all your names. Liesel, Friedrich, Louisa, Kurt, Brigitte, Marta, and Gretel.
Why am I always last? Because you're the youngest.
Liesel, depending on you. Day after tomorrow, you must be ready at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Father, can you help me, please?
The godfather is here. He's asking me how to find the new flag.
Hi!
I tried to...
Keep quiet. When is Captain Von Trapp returning?
Who knows? The man is on his honeymoon.
These are no times for joking. It has been 4 days since the Anschluss, and this is the only house in the province that is not flying the flag of the Third Reich.
Isn't that the flag with the black spider on it?
Do you permit such remarks in this house? Who are you?
I am Maximilian Detweiler, First Secretary of the Ministry of Education and Culture.
That was in the old regime.
In the old regime, I was a third secretary. Now I'm a first secretary.
Good. Then you will order them to fly the flag.
The captain, what? What I mean is, I can only take orders from the Captain Von Trapp.
You will take orders from us. And so will Captain. Hi!
Hi.
Why was he so cross?
Everybody's cross these days.
Is Father going to be in trouble?
He doesn't have to be. Things we do today is to get along with everybody. Now, Liesel, be sure to get all the children on the bus at 11 o'clock.
Uncle Max, are you sure this is going to be all right with Father?
You will be pleased and proud.
Liesel, do you think so?
Brigitte, do you not trust me?
No.
Well, the bus leaves at 11 o'clock.
Fraulein Liesel, see what I have here?
That's Father's luggage.
Yes, they're back.
Children, we missed you so much.
Well, what did you miss most?
We missed hearing all the noise you made in the morning.
We missed that sound you make telling each other to be quiet.
We missed hearing you sing. Look, Father, you're back just in time. We're going to be singing at the Concord Festival Friday night.
Let me see that. Max, are you responsible for this?
I've just been waiting to tell you, Georg.
Talk your way out of this one.
Presents!
Oh my God!
Now, Georg, I had to make a last-minute decision. I was very fortunate to be able to enter them at all. I'll be the talk of the festival, 7 children in one family.
Not my family.
But the committee heard them and they were enchanted.
Really, Max? What did they say?
You've never heard such praise.
Did you hear?
It is out of the question.
But if they make people happy.
And for the festival, people come from all over the world.
Von Trapp family does not sing in public.
Georg, it's for Austria.
There is no Austria.
The Anschluss happened peacefully. Let's at least be grateful for that.
Grateful to these swine.
Maria, he must at least pretend to work with these people. I admire the way he feels, but you have to talk to him. He has to compromise.
No, Max, no.
Maria, you must.
Max, I cannot ask Georg to be any less than what he is.
And I will tell you. It would be a reflection on Austria. It would do me no good.
Maria, I've always known you loved us children. But now I know you love Father.
I do, Liesel. I love him very much.
How can you be sure?
Because I no longer think first of myself. I think first of him. I know now how to spend my love.
telegram for Captain Von Trapp.
You stay here with Liesel. I'll take it to him.
I'm under orders to make sure the captain gets it.
I think you can trust me to give it to him.
I have my orders.
So you're married?
Franz! This telegram is to be delivered to the hands of Captain Von Trapp.
Even Franz?
Yes, even Franz. Even me. Even everybody in Nürnberg except for the great Captain Von Trapp. He knew it was good for him, he'd come over to the right side.
Rolf, don't talk like that!
And if he doesn't, he'd better get out of the country. There are things that happen to a man like that today. He'd better get out quick. Cry all you want, but just remember what I said before it's too late. And you remember too.
Liesel, don't cry. How could he turn on father that way? Liesel, maybe he wasn't threatening father, maybe he was warning him.
Liesel.
Isaac, Georg.
I didn't think I would have to make a decision this soon. Berlin has offered me a commission to join their navy.
Georg?
I mean, it would be a relief to have a ship underneath me again. And it would also be nice to know that you and the children are safe. But it would also mean, please, Maria, help me.
Whatever you decide will be my decision.
Thank you. I know now I can't do it.
Of course not.
We must get out of Austria right away.
You'll have to leave tonight, now.
No, not without my family. And besides, they'll be watching us now. We have to plan. We'll have to have time.
Sir, Admiral von Schreiber of the Navy of the Third Reich is here to see you.
Thank you, Freshman. Then give us some time.
We'll have to make time.
You go protect the children. I'll let them in. We must be careful.
What's happening? Stormtroopers?
Max, stay here with Georg. Liesel, help us find the children, quickly.
This way, gentlemen. Admiral von Schreiber, may I present Herr Detweiler. Max, I think you know Herr Zeller. Would you two gentlemen care to sit down?
We are here on business.
Captain Von Trapp, a telegram was sent to you 3 days ago.
I've just received it. I've only been home for about half an hour.
Captain Von Trapp has just returned on his honeymoon.
Well, congratulations, Captain.
Thank you, sir.
Your record in the war is well remembered by its captain.
It's very nice to hear you say that, sir.
Let's get to the point.
If you don't mind. We hold you in very high regard, Captain. That's why I'm here. Having had no answer to our telegram, the High Commander sent me in person.
That's very flattering, Admiral, but I've had no time to consider it.
And I am here to give you your commission.
I'm deeply conscious of the honor, sir.
And your orders are to report to Bremerhaven immediately.
Oh, immediately. I'm afraid that would be impossible.
Admiral von Schreiber, may I present my wife, the Baroness von Schreiber.
Madam,
You see, the Von Trapp family singers will be performing in the concert festival this Friday.
It's been arranged by the Ministry of Education and Culture.
Friday night. This is Wednesday. It's only a matter of 2 days. I believe that you can make it to Bremerhaven by Monday.
Admiral!
Do you have a telephone I could use?
This way, Admiral. If you have any questions, perhaps having to wait till my voice. It gives here only the names of the children.
It says the Von Trapp family singers. I'm the head of the Von Trapp family.
It's hard to believe. You, Captain Von Trapp, singing in a concert.
Herr Zeller, you may believe what you choose.
It doesn't say here what you're going to sing, Captain.
It is your privilege to come to the concert Friday night and hear us.
I want to hear what you're going to sing now. Sing what you're going to sing at the concert. Sing!
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
Lisa, would you give us a do?
Do, a deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun. Mi, a name I call myself.
Fa, a long, long way to run.
gentlemen, thank you. Just a moment to item message that concerns you. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems that our festival concert has come to its conclusion. Except, of course, we don't know what the conclusion is going to be. Our judges are putting their heads together to arrive at their decision, and while we're waiting, I think there should be an encore. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems that this may be the last opportunity for the Von Trapp family to sing together for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed that Captain Von Trapp leaves immediately after the concert for his new command in the Naval Forces of the Third Reich. A guard of honor has come to arrive to escort him directly from this hall to his naval base in Bremerhaven. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Von Trapp family again.
There's a sad sort of clanging from the clock, the hall and the bells in the sleep too. And up in the nursery an absurd little bird is popping up to say, cuckoo, cuckoo.
Regretfully they tell us, but firmly they compel us to say goodbye to you.
So long, farewell, I'll here say goodnight. We hate to go and miss this pretty sight. So long, farewell, I'll here say adieu.
Adieu, adieu, say good adieu, adieu.
So long, farewell, I'll bid you say goodbye. We flit, we float, we flit, we flit, we fly. So long, farewell, I'll bid you say goodbye. The sun has gone to bed and so let's die. Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have here the decisions of our distinguished judges. We will start with the third award. For this honor, the judges have named the trio of Singerbart of Hertwegen. The second award goes to the Soloist Choir in St. Agnes Church in Murbach. And the first prize, the highest musical honor in Osmark, goes to the family Von Trapp. Family Von Trapp? Play something.
Whoa, they Von Trapp! Open, take the first row. Open, draw back to me. We're fucking right!
We've only 5 more rooms to search. It shouldn't be long now.
How many of them are there?
I counted 8 stormtroopers and their officer.
Sister, my brother didn't need to put you out in this much danger.
It's outrageous. The church has always been a sanctuary.
Not with these people. This is the 3rd time they've searched the Abbey.
Look there!
That's why we put you out here in the garden. They always search the inside, never the outside.
Isn't this God's house?
Yes, Dad.
We must all be very, very quiet. I'll let you know when they've gone.
After they've gone, can we go home?
No, darling. We have a long drive ahead of us.
Please, let's all stay close together.
Thank God.
They're gone.
For Abbess, we are so terribly sorry we put the Abbey in the stage with them.
Reverend Mother, we can't make them enough.
After they're gone, we'll start. We'll get our car to the woods.
The car will do you no good. They've left a guard on the road at the gate.
I've been listening to the wireless. The border's been blocked, and the road's been closed.
I've always thought of these mountains standing before me as my friends. Now, suddenly, they have become my enemies.
Never your enemies. Haven't you read? I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills from whence cometh my help.
He'll be here. I know this mountain is just as well as I know this morning. And over that mountain is Switzerland.
The children.
We can help him.
Father, we don't need any help.
You'll have help. For ye shall go out with joy, and be led forth with peace. The mountains and the hills shall break forth before him into singing.
Thank you.